Hey there, it is Phoenix Amore. It is December 15th, 2016. So, this I wanted to take the time to really address whoever that was that made the comment about the language. And it's funny because I use Facebook as very much so a way to express what's going on, sometimes prophetically, empathically, where I'm picking up sometimes on the cosmic conscious, and when you're trying to tell people are not happy right now. But a lot of my messages, as you see, are very prophetic. So, and that's why I said to people before, I'm like, it's kind of ironic when somebody stops and they're like, oh, she's cursing on Facebook. Or, see, she must be a terrible person. You could assume a lot from that. This is why when I defend Duterte, and I need people to understand something, it's because I can step back. This is when I talk about getting binocular view. Stepping back outside the media and the BS articles that you read and you go, oh my gosh, he's such a murderer. He actually physically murdered some suspects. Well, military murdered some people. A drone murdered some people. It depends on what you're looking at. And sometimes somebody doesn't get, some people look at drug dealers like murderers, because if you can see what the drug is doing to a person and not give a damn, you at the human side of anybody can say, aren't you a murderer? You're just not actually pointing the gun and shooting it, but that drug that you're selling while you're getting rich is basically killing people, and you know it is. So it's all about perception. And so it's interesting when I say when I say things about people not knowing the word. This is primarily what I'm talking about. And I'll say stuff to school people quick because I'm like, you forgot who was around Jesus. Fishermen, murderers. That it's almost like God always sends a message loud and clear to self-righteous people. Like soon as you get ready to say, something about somebody cursing or somebody that had killed somebody, it's like God comes in and say, by the way, these are the people I chose. Now, you ready to be quiet and stop acting like you Mr. Perfect or Miss Perfect? Then I can deal with you. And it's a deep message that I really try to send out to people. And this is why I like doing the videos, because I'm so articulate to where now I can come here and say, that's why I kept telling people, when you don't know and you're not listening to the messenger, okay, and the messenger finally pops off on you, and then you say, don't curse, and then some months later you see that person was right, and then you still have something to say. Dusting my feet. This is another biblical aspect of things. Dust your feet. I said that already. I'm not going to keep having debates for you to try to change what the message was. I'm not here to battle with you because now it's fun and all that. This is not what this is about. So it leads me into a topic that's very close to home, which is the whole aspect when people say, be seen, not heard. Okay, a lot of people raise their children like that. And so you actually raise children that aren't able to articulate, and all they know how to do is to curse. There's a difference there between all somebody knowing how to do is cursing versus I'm cursing because you didn't listen to me, and now I'm using this language because now all this shit is hitting the fan and you didn't listen. And now, it's one of those things where it's a strong reaction. That's rebuking, however you want to say it, to someone like, I told you already. And especially when you told somebody and now you don't want to deal with them because you see that's the type of person I have to tell 100 times, this is what's going on, and now I'm cursing you out, and you say, see, look how she acts. Don't have time for that. So that be seen, not heard, as parents, this is why I do let my children express themselves. They don't curse at me. Trust me, there's a respect here as far as how they communicate to me as the adult, but I still go to my sons and say, I got this report from school. Tell me what happened. So this is why I express to people, you have to teach your children to be able to communicate, or you'll breed angry people. So that's why you can read Facebook and assume that I'm this angry person walking around beating up people. Furthest from the truth. When I'm at sporting events, however you want to say it, I'm really true blue in a very observant mode and quiet. I'm so quiet to where I've just absorbed everything going on. And then when somebody asks me something, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. This is what I noticed about this player. That clock stopped, and then they're totally shocked. Like, how does she see all that? Because I'm not doing this. So you really don't know me. I don't care what you're reading on Facebook. At the end of the day, unless you're around me, you don't know me. So now with these videos, is people like, I'm having more people like, we get it. That's the whole point. Self-expression is just self-expression. It doesn't mean that's who I am. And that's why I try to get people to kind of bring out a more that side where you don't feel like you're so boxed in all the time. Now, that's still moderation. So you still see me say something like, okay, naked this, da-da-da, but you selling that. That's the difference. Are you trying to gain the attention being naked? so that you can get more, endorsements and whatnot. That's where some people were stuck and saying, what's your purpose? Like, if you really feel like feminism is just being naked, and that's your cause, or however you want to say it, you should just be putting it out there. We shouldn't see where all of a sudden you're endorsing all these products because you were able to put all these naked pictures out there. Now you're just an ad. That's what I was trying to express to people before. So what you read versus who I am, very, 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 very different on some level. Now, the expression is the thought, is the emotion that somebody is feeling. So when you get ready to tell somebody, how dare you use those words to express how you're feeling, that's in written aspect. If you have a conversation with me like an adult, you're going to get the kind of communication that you're hearing on these videos. You guys take care.